Howdy, folks. We're going to be going over your supply and demand of chocolate problems. I've noticed that everyone's making the same mistakes, so that's on me, and I need to go over those mistakes so that you guys don't make them anymore. So we're looking at the supply and demand for chocolate. It's that worksheet that you guys got on Tuesday. Wait, yes, Tuesday. All right. So we're looking at number one. We're going to just go through them together, and I'm going to walk you through them. So number one, this is what we do. Before we even look at the problem, we know we're doing supply and demand. So before we even look at the problem, let's get our axes up there. Let's get our axes labeled. All right, we're looking at the market for chocolate. So, chocolate. I can't talk and spell at the same time. Then we need to get our baseline. Just like when we test any independent variable, we're going to need a baseline so that we can measure the implications of that independent, the effects of the independent variable. So with that in mind, let's just go ahead and get our supply and demand line up there. This black marker is pretty terrible. Let's see if this one's any better. Now, it's not enough just to know where supply and demand is. We have to know what the implications of the interactions are between those demanding consumers and those supplying producers. Their interaction is where those lines, oh, that's so much better. Their interaction is where those lines intersect. And here's the market clearing price or equilibrium price. Here's the quantity, equilibrium quantity, all right? This is the point at which consumers are willing and able to buy products, buy the same amount of products that producers are willing and able to sell. All right, both consumers and producers are benefiting now. There's our baseline. Now we can start to assess the impact of what's going on in each economic situation or each market scenario. So if we look at number one, Nestle's discovers how to make fat-free chocolate which tastes just like real chocolate. Well, this more speaks to consumer expectations and consumer taste than it does anything else. Chocolate is a sweet. Chocolate's something consumers are willing and able to buy, as we see with the demand line. But if consumers expect chocolate to be healthier than it currently is, then they're going to be more willing, more able to buy chocolate at increased quantities with increased corresponding prices. So we can see that with an increase in demand. We don't draw arrows. We just label our baseline is our label D, and then D1 is our first shift. Come on in. Our D1 is our first shift. Okay? It's not enough just to show the shift. We have to show the implications of an increase in demand. If more goods are, in this case chocolate, is being demanded, this means chocolate's going to become more scarce. All right? And the resources necessary to produce chocolate by necessity will become more scarce. So to increase production of chocolate by increasing the quantity produced, then producers are going to have to incur more costs as they invest in more resources. And so that can be seen by an increase in price of chocolate from P to P1 and an increase in the quantity supplied from Q to Q1. This is fully labeled now. All right, this is what you need to show on all your labels. All right, let's go ahead and go through the rest of it.